What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Chase, aka CR Media. This is another episode of the AEW Dynamite post show. We got a great show playing for you tonight. To my right is my good friend Mark, Pro Wrestling Kingpin. Mark, how are you tonight, sir?
I'm all right. Jericho's champion again, so can't complain. 8 times. 8 times.
We will have plenty of time to get into that. Guys, if this is your first time joining, what we like to do is we like to talk about AEW Dynamite on this show. Talk about what happened on the show, what we liked, what we didn't like, etc. Kind of get your opinions involved as well. There will also be a point at the end of the show where we will invite viewers on and let you get a chance to kind of say your piece, say what you liked and what you didn't like. We will keep it to a limit tonight, a small limit, probably 2 minutes tonight, just to make sure everybody gets a fair share. And some of us have lives to attend to. We can't stay up till 4:00 in the morning talking wrestling. So
Maybe October 24th.
Maybe. What's October 24th?
My new day's off on Sunday.
Oh, gotcha.
Possibly new show. This guy don't pay attention.
No. I knew you were switching hours soon. I just didn't know the exact date. So
Yeah.
now that kind of reveals it for me. So and we'll have to talk about that another time because we have something in the works. So I gotta find your replacement for this show. Yeah. So.
Yo, dude, I'll do some fucking cameos on my phone. Calm down.
So,
you know who I don't recommend, by the way? I'm gonna not recommend him. Tech support Tony because he might fuck up your whole show.
Yeah, I heard that. Wish it didn't, but I did. Phil the future, man. Appreciate you joining tonight. Appreciate you jumping in and showing some love. Phil, if you haven't yet, make sure you hit that follow button, man. So you never miss an opportunity to find out when CR Media goes live on Twitch. So that brings us to my next thing. We are live on Facebook, YouTube, on Sports Empire Network. Sports Empire Network. Sports Empire Network. Other than Twitch, Sports Empire Network is the only way you can see the AEW Dynamite post show by CR Media. So make sure you go give Sports Empire Network a follow on YouTube and on Facebook as well. Scott is here as always. Yep, that's my mod. So and then also my co-host on the I-70 Hot Tag is here, the real Josh Elliott, who's also a mod in the Twitch. So and then also I think Mark, are we live on? Are we live on your Twitch? Okay,
we are.
Okay.
Twitch and my TikTok. Say hi because you love TikTok so much.
I do. I love TikTok so much. I'm so happy to see all you guys here. So happy to see all you guys here. Hey, why don't you guys come over to twitch.tv/crmedia1988 and join in the show.
Someone said fuck no.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't. Don't say
that.
Kidding?
You don't get
Don't say that.
You don't get? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, don't say that because I'll put somebody up. All right, guys, give me 1 second here. I always forget to update my Twitch notification.
Are you live on Twitter too or no?
No, I don't go live on Twitter anymore. I'll share my Twitch on Twitter, but I don't go live on Twitter anymore.
Gotcha.
I'm trying to limit what like where we go live. So but I want people to go to the Facebook to Sports Empire Network or come to the Twitch. Like that's it. No more, I don't even go live on my YouTube anymore. My YouTube, I'm going to, when I'm able to free up some time, I'm going to start using my my YouTube to post like highlight videos. So, My friend Freddie Henderson, the owner over there, Sports Empire Network, joining on it. He said I would share, but he's in Facebook jail again. Yep, that tends to happen when you try to share the same video to 150 different groups. So they put you in Facebook jail.
Damn. Damn.
But I appreciate the love, Freddie. So, what did you think of the show tonight, man? Just some quick, some rapid fire like reactions right after the show. I know we were kind of chatting about it in the Discord a little bit.
Right.
I know,
Loved it.
Okay.
Loved it. I actually think this is a statement show, in my opinion. No CM Punk, no Elite. 5-star show, in my opinion. It's fucking awesome.
Okay.
The right people won. The right people won throughout the night. They finally won.
They did.
So I fucking care about. Even though Jericho's an 8-time champion, that's right, 8 times. My favorite part of that show was they finally fucking won.
Yes. Just kind of initial reaction. I really liked the show too. I thought the show, I thought the show had a big fight feel to it. Like the show overall.
I felt like it was like a free pay-per-view. There you go. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yep. I'm a little concerned about Friday because I think I don't know if it's going to happen on Friday, but there's talk on the other show about a possible return debut on that show on Friday, and with Rampage being 2 hours, if that happens, if that debut or return happens on the other show, it will overshadow Rampage. Huge.
Definitely. Definitely.
Which kind of stuff. Well, because Rampage is going to be live.
It's still starting
live,
after,
and it's going to be
right?
2 hours.
Rampage is still starting after, though, right?
Well, with it being 2 hours, is it still going to start afterwards?
I think so. I think it has the same start time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, man. Let's kind of talk about this and get into this. So, here we go. All right. So, see, the viewer count went up a little bit. So I want to introduce it to you guys. My name is Chase, CR Media. This is the AEW Dynamite post show. We're going to talk about AEW Dynamite. We're just kind of getting into it. Phil says Jericho doesn't need an 8th world title to stay relevant. Claudio shouldn't have lost, in my opinion. We'll get into that. We will definitely get into that, guys.
Who invited that guy?
Who invited that guy? All right. So we started off the show with Chris Jericho and Claudio for the Ring of Honor Heavyweight Championship. So I'm happy for you that Jericho won. However, I don't think that was the right call, man.
Why not?
Because
why not? Why not?
If you're going to keep ROH, I don't think it was the right call.
Why not? So then tell me why.
Because Claudio needed to have that title just a little bit longer. Now here's the thing. I will agree with it if we're about to see ROH burst onto the scene, because what did AEW do? They made Jericho their first champion. Why did they make Jericho their first champion?
To elevate a new brand, to launch a new brand. Yeah. Go on.
Exactly. So I will agree with it with that aspect. And And then, Scott just brought up a good point. He says he thinks they are building to Garcia versus Jericho.
They are. And despite what all you guys like Jericho or not, Jericho
His
elevates
money. Yeah.
ROH.
Yeah,
Claudio doesn't.
absolutely.
Now, don't get me wrong. I love Claudio. I popped really hard when I seen him debut. But Claudio does not elevate Ring of Honor. Sorry.
I'll disagree with you there. Claudio elevates what ROH is.
That's fine. But you're trying to
But
sell. That's fine.
yeah,
You're trying to sell a brand. You're trying to elevate a brand. Claudio can be the guy that stands for what ROH is and be the embodiment of that brand. But the end of the day, you're there to make money and you're there to maybe get a streaming service, maybe get on another TV channel, whatever the case may be. Jericho elevates ROH. The type of champion that Jericho is and who he is immediately elevates that ROH championship, because guess what? ROH has never been on the level, despite what everyone may think, has never been on the level of WWE and has never been on the level of AEW. So having Jericho, who is that guy, the GOAT, fuck all you guys, the GOAT elevates that championship and that brand. It's basically he's starting up ROH. Basically, is what he's doing. Like what he did for AEW, it's the same situation, and maybe he'll drop it to Garcia. And I'm not mad at that, because Jericho should have won the AEW World Championship to drop it to MJF, but whatever. Yeah, GOAT. That stands for greatest of all time. What is that? Starcade Media. That stands for greatest of all time. Not one of the greatest of all time. He is the greatest of all time.
Hey, Starcade Media. That's my good friend Noah. And Noah knows exactly what a GOAT is. We have one of those in Kansas City by the name of Patrick Mahomes.
We'll leave that for another time. I don't have time for your nonsense right now. We're talking about the GOAT.
Hey, everybody in here right now, we appreciate you joining with us. If you haven't already, hit that exclamation point CR Media in the chat. Exclamation point Pro Wrestling Kingpin in the chat.
Ultimate Sports Talk. Love you, man. That's my biggest fan right there. That's my guy.
And make sure you hit exclamation point Discord in the chat as well. Join the Discord. We're always talking wrestling and talking all kinds of stuff. God, look, I got double moderators doing double duty here, man. I like it.
Look at you.
I like it. This match was hard hitting. It was good. Like I said, it's not that I disagree with it. It's just, I'm kind of wondering, like, it kind of gets me anxious a little bit. Like, hey, like, are we going to see a little bit more from ROH? Like, what's going on? So then I'm just like, hey, if that's the route we're going, cool. But the match itself, the match was good. And I don't have anything.
The match was good because it opened the show, and I'm tired of. I know you hate TikTok. I know you did set the tone, and I know you hate TikTok. And I'm scrolling TikTok, all right, and all I see, Chris Jericho slander. He don't got it no more. His matches are crap. Why did he have a title shot for the ROH Championship? Why this?
Who said
It's
that?
just constant on my feed. Fuck all you guys. And if TikTok bans me, then fuck you too.
Whoa.
He's been putting banger after banger after banger after late. So fuck all you guys. He's the GOAT.
Yeah, I will agree. I will agree with you. Jericho is the standard. So if you want to build a good program, you want to have a good feud of sort. Yes, Jericho is the guy. I don't disagree with you. You will get no disagreements over here. So the next match.
Real quick before we go to the next match.
Yeah. Before we go to the next match, I got something else too. What were you going to mention?
Where the hell is JR?
I don't know.
Like this was this was like a pay-per-view episode right here, and there's no
Yeah.
JR. Like, what's going on? Anybody know what's going on?
I don't know, man. Maybe they heard a lot of the people complain about JR. I don't know.
I mean, maybe because
Um,
he's been pretty much limited to like half the show. Like he'll come in like at the 8 o'clock mark.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So I mean,
But he didn't do that tonight, right? Yeah.
no, he didn't come to the
So
main event. Nothing.
yeah. I got a really bad feeling during the match. I hope we weren't seeing a Jericho retirement tour. Too many bangers in a row right now from him. Just gives me a bad feeling.
Don't say that. Just calm down. Jericho never
It'll come.
retired. Ric Flair just
It,
fucking fought. Relax.
yeah.
He's like 90.
70, 73, 74.
Well, he looks 90.
Yeah, I heard that. Wish it didn't, but I did. Um, so we've got uh, we had Danny Garcia come out after it. It looks like you know it it looked like they were trying to play it up like he was being reluctant, but we'll see. Um, I think that uh, I like Scott said earlier. I think they're building towards a Danny Garcia and a Jericho feud, which is going to be really cool.
Definitely.
So,
And Jericho will drop it to Garcia. I
yeah.
believe
Do you
so.
think do you think Garcia could hold both the Pure Championship and the ROH Championship?
Why not? At least he's on TV. Samoa Joe.
Yeah. Hey, he was on TV last week, wasn't he?
And he should have lost.
I can't
I
get
can't
over
get over
Jericho
Jericho
being
being
lit.
labeled as the GOAT. I'm dazed and confused. Love Jericho, so no slander because he's a great, really good one of all time. Okay, I didn't know what that meant. I was like, what? A really good one of all time. That's nice. I mean, everybody's wrong. You can't always be right like me. I mean, it is what it is. But he's the GOAT. I mean, it is what it is.
Scott says, according to the dirt sheets, JR is transitioning from commentary to a full backstage role. That's all right. Well, yeah.
He's another one of my goats. I mean, it makes
Yep.
sense. It makes
Yep.
sense.
So the next match, long time coming for this one. The Acclaim against Swerve in Our Glory.
Yes.
Yes. So the match itself was fantastic. I didn't have anything. I didn't have anything to. I didn't have anything negative to say about this match. Obviously, like you said, it was a long time coming. Josh hit the nail on the head. The crowd pop gave me goosebumps.
That crowd sounded like how they did in Chicago when they were, man, they're so fucking over, dude. They're so fucking over. Like Tony Khan with his freaking banning in the first couple of years of the scissors and all this shit, it's all coming out. Be like, you're an idiot, man. You had just gold sitting in you for years.
Yeah.
But despite how good this match was, which it was a fucking great match. Oh, I did get scared. I really thought Caster got hurt. They got me.
So
They got me.
He said, "What happened to Max on the top rope? I had no sound during the match."
Yeah, the camera wasn't even on him to see if like maybe he got pushed or something. We just knew that he was on the ground, or I was literally in my seat, like, oh shit, they're about to call an audible. Like this guy fucked up. Like he got messed up, but he finished the match. But I believe the most important thing to me is what happened after the match. And that was FTR acknowledging them right after.
Yeah.
That's huge.
No. Yeah.
That is huge.
Now, are we gonna get? Are we gonna get? Because right now FTR's really hot baby faces, and Acclaimed is really hot baby faces. So what are we looking at for the Acclaim next? You think we'll get another program with them and Swerve in Our Glory, or do you think Or do you think Swerve and Our Glory splits up after this?
I think we get AEW does rematches. So I believe we'll get a rematch. We'll get a part 3, but that part 3 will be the demise of Swerve and Our Glory. That is when they break up. I believe they'll get another match, and during that match, you're going to see the whole sign, all the signs of they're going to break up, and maybe after the match they get into it, and that sets up their program with each other, and excuse me, and then Platinum and everybody that they claim they'll move on to their next feud.
Yep.
Yeah.
I can see it going that way. Especially got a pay-per-view again in another month, right?
Yeah, this is crazy.
November is Full Gear, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now, this segment was kind of weird to me. They were really big on Yuta, especially when the Blackpool Combat Club first started. Now you're not seeing much of Yuta being used very well.
I
Um,
agree. I agree. Like he's
yeah,
kind of taking a back seat, don't you think?
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's kind of odd. Like, now granted, I will admit, I haven't been keeping up the most on. I have not been keeping up the most on Rampage. I'll catch bits and pieces here or there. I'm not gonna lie. I've been watching the other show a little bit more on Fridays than I have Rampage.
I watch both.
Um, yeah, it just depends.
Yeah.
I DV. It's weird, man. I'll DVR it and then sometimes I'll watch it, or sometimes I'll just kind of like fast forward through it. So,
Well, I get home so
uh,
late during the week. Like pretty much everything besides Dynamite is DVR'd for me. So I just watched Raw today. Like it's hard
yeah,
for me. Yeah.
yeah. No, understandable. I completely understand. Uh, I'm home all the time now since I work from home. So, you know,
Man,
back
you're
back when
stupid.
I didn't work from home, it was different. My wife was like, "Oh, I haven't seen you all day." Like, no, we're not going to watch wrestling all day. No, And then now it's different. Now it's like, can you go watch wrestling so I can be alone? And I'm like, peace. um, so we got this MJF thing. MJF called Tony Schiavone a fat old prick.
That was
Told
amazing.
Yuta,
I
yeah,
laughed.
told Yuta
That
he
was
was
amazing.
mid. Um, then MJF brought out Morrissey. He attacked Tony Schiavone. Uh, Yuta hit him really hard, but then MJF, got a headbutt in. Um, yeah, so it's crazy now. So this group that Hathaway, yeah, the moment with Schiavone got MJF a lot of heat with the crowd.
Loved it.
So this group that
The
Stokely
firm.
Hathaway has now,
The firm.
the firm,
The firm.
they they're getting uh they got like a partnership going with MJF now. So
They're on retainer. They're on retainer.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, they got him on retainer. I like it. It's cool. It's not necessarily he has a faction, but they still got his back. I mean,
yep.
I just like Stokely. Like I like it. So I mean, I like what he's doing. So he's pretty much like managing everyone. So I mean, I like it. So
Oh,
yeah.
absolutely, absolutely. I love having him in there. So um, all right. So then we got a segment from earlier in the day with um Diamante interrupting Jade Cargill. Told her that her backup for the TBS title match at Rampage was rapper Trina, who's like 15 years old. I think she's pushing 50. But that's all right. Kind of upset Jade. Um, you know, I just I'm having a hard time believing that this that she's going to be the one that like this just doesn't feel well to me. You know what I mean? It feels whack almost.
Feels whack.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a good term. I agree with the term.
It's
I agree
whack.
with the term. Yeah, I don't care. Like,
um,
I don't know. I just don't get it. Like, I don't know.
yeah,
I feel like honestly, they kind of, even though I didn't want her to lose, I'm glad that she still retained. I feel like they kind of dropped the ball with Athena not taking it from her, because now it's like, okay, who has enough momentum to dethrone her now? So now it's like, I don't know. I don't know. It's whack.
it is. It's
Yeah,
definitely
fine.
whack. um, Pac and Orange Cassidy. I thought Cassidy should have won this match.
I agree. I agree.
Um, there's no reason why. To me, I I don't think Pac should have the All Atlantic Championship and the 6-man tag championship. This should have been an opportunity for Orange Cassidy to take that title off of him.
I agree,
Um,
and I think the only reason that Pac retained that belt is because I think it's meant more to be defended on other shows away. So I feel like it makes sense to keep it on Pac. I mean, I don't know, but yeah, what Raz says, at least we are viewing the belt. We got a viewing of the belt. I agree in that one more than Samoa Joe.
yes,
Um,
absolutely.
but yeah, I think that's pretty much the only reason why he retained. But I just don't understand why Best Friends and Orange Cassidy are just taking falls right now. I felt like the Best Friends should have won the trios, and I agree with you tonight. Orange Cassidy should have won too. So I just don't understand why they're just dropping out to Death Triangle right now.
Absolutely. I saw our friend tech support Tony joined.
Oh, did he?
Ex, yeah, explanation point tech support Tony in the chat. Um, show our guy tech support Tony some love over there on his Twitch channel. So um, gosh, dude, I've been fighting this nasty cold all week.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I just feel like Best Friends and Orange Cassidy has been dropping out too much, and I don't understand why they're not getting these W's that they deserve.
Absolutely. Um, Tony Storm in the Fatal 4-Way match with Britt Baker, Serena Deeb, and Athena. I was in a group chat, man, and somebody had mentioned they were like, "Hey, do you think that she drops this championship?" And I'm like, "She better not, dude. Like if Tony Storm would have lost tonight, I'd have been a little upset."
I would have been fuming if
Yep,
Tony Storm lost. She
yep.
didn't deserve to lose.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Baker did get her nose jacked up. But let's talk about after the match. After the match, they had a very good
Okay.
a very good tease. They had a very good tease with Jamie Hayter come running out and kind of made it seem like I knew as soon as she slid into the ring, I was like, this is not going to happen. When
She
she
needs to
first started
defect
coming out,
already.
yeah, when she first came out, I was like, oh shit, like are her and Britt gonna go at it? But then when she slid in the ring and she she made eye contact with Britt, I was like, all right, this is they made it a little obvious at that point. Then when the music hit, I was a little shocked, man. I had heard that Paige had talked about trying to get medically cleared, um, but I didn't think she did. So
So if you
when I
look back
first
on
saw
my
it,
TikTok about 3 months ago, 3 months ago, there's a clip of Pro Wrestling Kingpin, and he says he guarantees Sorara will be all elite. Go ahead and go get a little scroll. Maybe I'll send it to you guys. I just want to say I called this shit months ago. Love all you
that's
guys.
cool. A
Yeah.
lot of people did.
Yeah. No, they didn't. This issue is going to Impact. That was nice though.
um, uh,
But I thought it was great. She looks great. And to answer your
Yeah,
question in the Discord, she's clearly has to be
obviously.
medically cleared, right? Because I mean, she's in the ring, fucking saying this
Yeah,
is my house now. So
yeah.
she's clear.
Um, there was a video package with Darby Allin. I thought was really cool. Um, Darby. Darby's video packages are always very nice.
For sure.
Then then we got the main event. Gosh, dude, we are trucking along, dude. It, we've only been live for 30 minutes, my friend.
That's
And
great.
we're already
Let's talk about this
we're
main
already
event, and maybe I'll allow tech support to come in here and talk that shit.
yeah. um, yeah, man, this main event. I'll tell you one thing I didn't like. I didn't like the fact that they kept showing MJF.
Yeah, it took away from the match. It was just
Yeah,
like I was gonna
this
say
was
that
a
too.
yeah, this was a really great
They even
match.
had it above. They even had it above the ring. Like
Yep,
they never steered away. So all those fans that usually sit in those nosebleeds that depend on that
yep,
big jumbotron to watch the match,
yep,
it was gone because all you saw was
yeah,
MJF just sitting there, just
yeah.
you know.
I yeah, I agree. I was like, why are they doing this? Like this is their main event to crown a champion, and I just to kind of piggyback off of what you have talked about in the past couple of weeks, where I'm hoping that whoever won this match was not going to be a placeholder for MJF. But now tonight, like you literally like like here again, somebody screwed up and Mox is asked to carry the load. And now you took this championship match, we know that MJF is going to win the championship sooner rather than later, right? We
For
all
sure,
know.
for sure.
However, now that now it looks really bad because you gave Mox the title and it's just like, oh hey, look, here's MJF the whole time. Yeah, Mox is just instead of Mox getting his flowers, this should have been Mox's night, and it didn't feel like it. It felt like it was robbed by MJF's constant you know, reminder of, hey, I'm watching this match. I felt like the spotlight was more on MJF than it was Mox, especially because they cut the fucking show right before Mox could get the championship. I
That
thought
was
that was
stupid,
ridiculous.
stupid,
Yes,
stupid. But this is
I
why I've been saying it. Like this is why I said it shouldn't have been either of these guys winning the championship. It should have been Jericho. Jericho winning this title and letting him be a transition champion made the most sense. You
yep
give it to Bryan Danielson, he needs a legitimate, decent run to be champion, not a transition champion. And you give it to Moxley like they did today, now it sends a bad message to him. It's like,
yep
all right, man, thank you for carrying us with all these injuries, but we're gonna have you job out again. Need you to put over our top new star. At
yeah
this point, now I kind of hope Mox beats MJF, so it just creates a longer program at this point. Because if
yeah
MJF just beats him in his first title defense, then that's just fucking stupid.
yeah. I don't think they'll do it that soon.
Yeah,
Uh, here's what I think. I think the story is going to be MJF carrying the championship into 2024. That's what I think the story is going to be, because MJF did an interview with Brandon from Barstool Sports. He also did an interview with Ariel Helwani recently where he said he did not sign a contract extension, that he was just given a bonus.
right.
So so they're still playing up the 2024 angle.
But the thing
Um,
is, like, do you really think he holds this poker chip for that long to carry it into 2024 when
Absolutely.
he's been like saying he wants a championship so bad that it's his time? And everything about his promos now is basically, it's all apparent that he is the guy, that he's the top guy. Everything revolves around the championship now. So you're gonna do that for a year?
Yep.
Okay.
Absolutely. You want to, hey, you want an even better one? I think not only does MJF cash in that chip for a world championship match and win, not anytime soon. I think around May of next year. I think that not only will he do that, but he'll lose the title, or he'll carry the title for months, and he'll lose the title to CM Punk right before 2024.
Look, bro, I love CM Punk. I still stand by him, but you just pissed me off if that shit happens.
Yep.
CM Punk
Do
doesn't
you know why? Do you know
deserve it
why? Do you know why? Do you know why that'll happen?
because
Because
Tony Khan has a hard on for CM Punk.
yep, I I I got a friend who I'm in the group chat with who spends a shit ton of time on the fucking Observer and thinks that a lot of the reads a lot into the dirt sheets, and that's fine. But since the CM Punk thing happened, he has posted like screenshots of the message boards on the Observer where a very credible source has mentioned that CM Punk would be fired by the end of this by the end of this day, by the end of that day, by the end of this day, by the end of that day. He hasn't been fired, and
Because he's
he's
not.
not going to be fired.
He's not going to fucking work.
Yeah, Panda Wrestling Company with the raid, coming in with a viewer. We appreciate that, Panda Wrestling Company, as always. Gosh, what is this, like the 5th time that Panda's rated this show? Something like that. We appreciate you guys coming in here. Explanation point, Panda Wrestling Co. in the chat. Make sure you go follow Panda Wrestling Company on the on Twitch. They're live like all the fucking time. So, guys, my name is Chase. I am CR Media. This is the AEW Dynamite Post Show with my good friend Mark, Pro Wrestling Kingpin. We're just breaking down the action. We're actually at the end of the show. We're actually right at the part of the show where we will start inviting guests on to kind of talk about what you liked and what you didn't like from the show, what your thoughts were. We're about to do that here in just uno momento. But yeah, man, yeah, dude, I find it really hard to believe, like, if Punk isn't gone yet, he's going to be injured. He's going to be out for 8 months. Okay, so then you tack a shitty little suspension on for 3 months after that, and then guess what? He'll come back, and guess what Tony will do? Tony will write him into the championship scene
Yeah, he
again.
will. He will.
You know,
I'm still going,
if
but like I said, I'm not in. Obviously, I'm not in the fucking industry. I don't do anything. I'm not a fucking
yeah.
announcer. But I'm still going with my story, and people have been ripping me a new one on TikTok, and I don't care. I'm still going with, I believe CM Punk won that championship, walked in the backstage and said, I'm fucked up again. And Tony freaked out and was like, okay, we're gonna go to this presser, air out your shit. But I don't think Tony thought it was gonna get as bad as it happened. So I think it started off as a work, and it just elevated to a point where Tony lost control. That's what I'm still going with. I don't care what anybody thinks. That's what I'm going with.
No, you're fine. You're entitled to your opinion.
Because there's no way. There's no way. No one's being
I
fired. You're
think
not
Phil.
firing Kenny Omega. You're not firing CM Punk. They're
Of
fucking too
course
much
not.
money. You're not
Of
fighting.
course
You're
not.
not firing the elite. It's all too much money. It's all
Yeah.
bullshit. It's all bullshit. Sorry.
I don't think it's a work. I think that Phil Brooks got too big for his britches and walked into that press conference. Yep, I think he got too big for his britches. Like my grandma used to tell me. She said, "Boy, you getting too big for your britches,"
Yeah. I've had that problem all the
and
time.
yeah, and
You good?
yeah. thought I
You
heard a
sure?
bunch of noise upstairs. I was like, what?
Oh,
Um, goddamn kids. Anyways, so yeah, that's my thought. I didn't like how I didn't like how that main event ended, and it is what it is. Um,
I'm telling you, man. I really think.
I honestly think that Daniel Bryan or Brian Danielson should have won that match because number one, you've had Brian Danielson lose a lot of big matches.
But
So
isn't that
even if
what
it
he's brought in for, though? Isn't that what he's brought in for, though? To put over these other guys losing these big matches. I don't think he should have lost to Jericho. I'm gonna give you that one because Jericho's not someone you need to put over because I mean he's the GOAT. But I had to slip that in there. Um, I think Jericho, obviously should have lost him, but that's what these guys are being brought in for. They're not here to, be the man. So
yeah,
I don't mind Brian Danielson losing. I do mind him losing tonight.
yeah. All right, guys. So here's the part of the show where we will share the link to the stream. If you guys uh, if you guys are in there or if you guys can see it, click that link. You'll get brought up in the backstage. Guys, we are limited to 2 minutes tonight. Mark, my good friend, has to be up super, super early in the morning for work. So we do not want to keep him up all night. Um, you know, for those that didn't hear, Mark will be transitioning out of the AEW Dynamite post show soon, and so we want to make sure that we want to make sure that Mark wants to come back sometime in the future. If we piss Mark off too much, Mark would be like, "Yeah, fuck that. I'm not going back to that show."
I want to go back.
No,
But we got
Mark
another
and
one in the
I,
works, right? We got another one in the works, right?
yeah, Mark and I have talked. Mark and I have got another show in the works where
Yeah.
we have, yeah, we'll be able to talk about. We'll be able to talk about. We're gonna come up. We're gonna do an overall wrestling show where we talk about different news and different stories going on in wrestling. Um, and I'll be able to school Mark on why professional wrestling is a business and they try to make money and not appease marks like Mark and myself and everybody else. So,
Well, you should listen to what you just said, and that's why Jericho won the ROH championship, buddy. Bring in Tony the Tiger. Let's go.
I haven't seen anybody click the link yet. So we might be ending the show early tonight. Um, Again, guys, the link is in the in the chat. All you gotta do is click the link. It'll bring up to bring up the restream. You'll be in the backstage. I'll let everybody come in as you got viewers on the TikTok.
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Make sure you let the viewers on the TikTok know that the only way to get the link is to come over to the Twitch. So
There you go. You guys heard it. Unless you want me to say it again.
yep, absolutely.
I'm sure they could hear you. Yes, Josh, dude. I love that guy.
Shut up, Josh.
Don't shut up, Josh. You're amazing. Also, congrats on your other show, guys. So I saw little bits and pieces the other day of the I-70 hot tag.
Yeah,
You guys are doing great. That's fucking awesome.
yeah. We had Josh Alexander on there
Dude, that is
because
awesome.
we are sponsoring a match with Josh Alexander and a local Kansas City, Missouri native wrestler, Kenny Alfonso, in St. Louis at the pageant. It's called Glory Pro. So yeah, we are super super excited about that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And Josh Alexander was awesome. So we actually found out that Restream does not do well with Safari, the Safari browser. So a lot of our guests will use their iPhone, and their audio's all fucked up.
Ah,
So So yeah, so we've had to tell, or like we've had cool get like, some of those young guys that are coming up that are independent wrestlers. But, yeah, they're cool about it. They're like, yeah, hey, we'll do a voice chat instead of a video. Dude, I was a little worried when we asked Josh Alexander, and Josh was fucking awesome about it. He like Josh Elliott was like, "Hey Josh, can we switch to an audio?" He's like, "I'll send you a message." And then boom, he switched to the audio, and he was super cool about it. He still sent us the video to do, hey, this is Josh Alexander. You're listening to the I-70 Hot Tag. So that was awesome.
That's pretty cool.
All right. So the link is in the chat. I'm really shocked that we didn't get some people jumping in here, but that's okay. Like I said, that'll be an early night for you.
No Tony? No Rad?
Yeah, I know. Let's run down this this Rampage card.
Okay.
For tomorrow.
Shall we do predictions? Oh, what's up, Phil?
Yeah, hey guys. We can do predictions really quick.
All right.
So, all right. So we got Sting and Darby Allin versus the House of Black, Brody King and Buddy Matthews. Before we give our predictions, let me know. Do you guys think Malachi Black is returning in AEW?
No.
Yeah.
Nope. Not for a long time, if that happens.
Uh-oh.
There he is.
Yeah, do you know what happened? Do you know what happened? Do you know what took him? Do you know it took him so long? He had to go get his Scissor Me Daddy ass shirt out of the dryer.
No, it's been on the whole time. I was gonna pull a Billy Joe from fucking Green Day on you. 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
You know what?
Who I am. 2 minutes.
If Chase doesn't mind, I mean, we moved to the show pretty quickly. I could stay on for another 20 minutes if you guys want.
What am I, Justin fucking Bieber? Did you ever see when Billy Joe from Green Day goes nuts at iHeartRadio and he immediately checks into rehab after? Yeah, love that. Yeah. I have a Rampage spoiler if you want it.
What's up, Tony?
No. I don't want a Rampage spoiler.
What?
There's a Rampage spoiler that leaked online. Not someone who wins a match, just a surprise thing that happens.
No, I don't.
Yeah. It's gonna be live. If it wasn't live, I would let you get away with it.
What do you mean it's gonna be live?
It'll be televised.
My buddy literally my buddy literally just texted me right now. It says avoid Rampage spoilers.
Yeah, it's not live.
Yeah, it's not live.
It's not?
No.
Oh, I thought it was live this week.
No, they got a 4 hour.
My spoiler is literally nothing but a run-in save, and it's not going to lead to probably anything.
I don't want to hear it. Who invited this guy?
Yeah, you probably won't even know who it is.
God.
Also, Mark, you aren't live on TikTok at the moment.
They kicked me off.
You got booted, man. You got banned. I came in and cursed. You got kicked off TikTok.
I'm right here. What are you talking about?
I don't know. Anyways, all right. So
wait, no, it's not Tornado Hot Tag. What's your
Tornado Tag's dead.
What's your TikTok handle now?
Anthony Blackwell Jr. A Blackwell Jr.
A Blackwell Jr. Chase CR Media.
I think I'm like 100 away from 100, about 100 away from 1,000, so I can go live with the rest of the.
Yeah, dude, I was hitting you up last week because this guy canceled last second, and I wanted to talk some wrestling, so I was trying to go fucking live with you, bro.
Yeah, well, my channel is going to be up and going very, very soon, and I want to do
250 away.
250.
I'm at 750 last I checked.
Nice. I do plan on doing kind of what you guys do. We're incorporating other people to my channel, so I have some invites coming to you guys very, very soon.
Appreciate it, bro.
This setup that I have behind me, this is all being taken down and moved to another room.
Okay.
Nice.
When I buy a house, I'm gonna have
your girlfriend. Yeah, your girlfriend will be finally excited to have her fucking kitchen back.
Wife, but yes, she will be.
Yeah.
Can I just go touch on something that happened tonight? That my take on something.
Yeah, So let's do this. We'll start with Anthony. Anthony, you give your takes on tonight. Then we'll move over to Phil, and then we'll break down the Rampage card and we'll give our predictions.
Yeah. So the only two big huge takeaways for me is Jericho winning the title tonight. To me, says TV deal is very close.
Thank you. Oh my God, do we agree on something, bro?
Yeah. That means the TV deal is close. I love Claudio to death. He's one of the best in the world. But if you want to put someone's face on a brand new company with a brand new TV deal, you go with Chris Jericho.
Thank you.
And the money in the title is always in the chase. So whoever's chasing Chris Jericho is your payoff. And then my other thing, Daniel Bryant losing tonight. Everybody knows this thing's going to MJF. Do I think they're going to wait a year or whatever it's going to be for him? And no,
See, not at all.
MJF is taking that cash in very, very soon. Mox is going to drop it to him because it's easier for Mox to drop it to him than Daniel Bryant, Bryan Danielson, whatever you want to call him. Bryan Danielson will win a championship by the end of this year, early next year, and it will not be in AEW. That's my hot take.
You said Bryan Danielson?
Yes.
So you think he goes back to the other show?
No, I'm sorry. Daniel Bryant will win, or Bryan Danielson will win a title, not the WWE version. He will win a world title, or not a world title. He will win a title, but not in AEW. That's my hot take.
Okay.
When he signed to this company, his big thing was, I will come work for you guys, but as soon as I can go over Japan, I'm going.
Okay. So you think it's New Japan?
I think he wins a New Japan title at some point in his career.
Okay. Gonna clip that bad boy for future.
There it is. You heard it here first.
What you got for us, Phil?
All right. So again, I took notes from this weekend mainly because it was Grand Slam and not just a normal week. Yeah, a lot of the stuff that was already mentioned about the Ring of Honor World title match, I totally completely get it now. From a fan, it was like, I hope.
And my buddy was on TV tonight. Kerry Silkin, love that guy.
Much love to him. Yeah,
I was hanging out with him on Saturday. He's like, make sure you watch Rampage this Wednesday.
Yeah,
or Dynamite.
Yeah, I'm almost gonna have to talk to Phil Khan about this since he was there. So, anyway, so yeah, looking at the Ring of Honor World Title match again. As a fan, I wanted Claudio to win this because it felt like, I don't know how many times he's defended that thing, but. You know, it just felt like his title reign was a little too short, but I totally understand the whole Jericho thing. Like I had said in the chat, I felt like Jericho didn't need an 8th world title to remain relevant because somehow he's literally a chameleon. He'll change to whatever he has to in order to get over whatever. However,
reinvention.
Yes, that's a better way of putting it. Thank you. So, but yeah, look. And then going off of what you guys and Anthony just said, again, it does make sense if Jericho winning the Ring of Honor World title means that a TV deal is close. I can totally agree with that. The World Tag Championship.
Is that the new shirt?
Brand new shirt, Pro Wrestling Tees.
Ooh, oh, Jericho the Ocho. Ooh, okay. There's another chameleon move right there. Yeah, going on to the World Tag Titles.
We're 10 minutes away from that.
The right team won this time. Well, I don't know what happened to Max. Best for him. I don't know if there's a swerve with Swerve. No pun intended, but whatever. The All-Atlantic Championship kind of fell flat for me because I felt like that was just something that was thrown in at the last minute. Pat just showing off like, I'm a double champion. There's no way you could beat me. Then boom, it's just like Cassidy just comes in. I'm like, what kind of a setup? Like he just double champion? I don't think so. Like Cassidy, what? That's not like your character. At least for me. Going back to the fatal 4-way for me, yeah. I know my thing was so freaking terrible. I know I didn't sound anything like British. I sounded like an Austrian. I felt like an Austrian bastard there.
You nailed it. You're all over it.
All over it.
An Austrian pack. Good Lord have mercy. Let's hope that never happens. But then going into the fatal 4-way match, I was expecting Toni Storm to come out with the win, because if she did not come out with the win, again, it really would have been like a weak decision move. They teased us again with the thing going on right now between Jamie Hayter and Dr. Britt Baker, which I'm just waiting for the actual turn to happen, like finally. But the addition of Saraya now on the AEW roster, I had to wear this. The Scream Queen is finally back. Thank God.
What'd you call her? Saraya.
Saraya.
My bad. Saraya. It's been a long time since I watched Fighting with My Family. Give me some time.
I've seen her movie, just not that one.
Saraya's Damn, clipping that bad boy too.
Oh Lord, no! Here we go again.
That one didn't have The Rock in it.
That's true. That is true. Oh my God! But and then the going back to the Danielson Moxley thing, my heart was all on Danielson, but then knowing MJF does have the lucky chip on his shoulder, it would definitely not make sense for MJF to catch on Danielson, because that would make Danielson look pretty weak. And so again, fan of me had to go with Danielson. I didn't really expect the Moxley win, but I think after everything, I guess now everything that's happened, I'm starting to think that a lot of the past stuff, a lot of it was obviously talked about. They went through the motions. Everything just felt weird, because it was like Punk Mox, or vice versa, whatever you want to call it. But I don't know. I'm just gonna see what happens with the future, and especially with Rampage, to see where AEW goes from here.
All right.
Absolutely.
And that's all of our time.
Not Maddox.
It's been real. I'm glad I stayed up. I got my 2 minutes in.
No, you're good, bro.
Damn it.
You're good, bro.
What is happening?
May not have had The Rock, but definitely had some Woods.
Come on, Scotty.
Oh, shit.
That's not a New Day clap. That's cheeks.
All right. So prediction time, guys. AEW Rampage Grand Slam. All right. Listen, Anthony, we're gonna fucking do predictions. Okay.
Okay.
And you're gonna play along, asshole. And pretend like you haven't read spoilers already.
I don't know anything else except the one thing I know, and like I said, it's a throwaway
somehow
thing.
I don't believe you.
No, I swear to God.
All right. You strike me as a God-fearing man, so I'll take that.
I'm definitely not, but I swear on whatever you.
Yeah, I was joking. All right. Sting and Darby versus the House of Black, Brody King and Buddy Matthews. Phil, Anthony, Aleister Black returning to, or Malachi Black returning to AEW?
No, he's gone. He's gone. You'll see him back in the E.
Okay. Who wins that match, guys? We'll start with Anthony, go around to Phil, Mark, and then I'll go last.
I almost did a bit, but I didn't want to do it and get in trouble. I just say one of three things happen on AEW Rampage, and you have to pick out the lie. Can I do that?
Sure.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Bray Wyatt shows up at Rampage. Malachi Black shows up at Rampage. The Great Muta shows up at Rampage. Which one? One of those is the truth.
This dude.
The Great Muta.
There you go. You nailed it.
I hate this guy.
You think the Great Moon is coming back for a big run? It was a throwaway. Guy's 112. Actually, speaking of Bray Wyatt, did you see the poster that they released? WWE?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not one to buy into the Bray Wyatt train, but that is a clear indication.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's coming back. Well, the question is he coming back Friday? Because if he comes back Friday,
I think Friday's a teaser.
I think Friday's a teaser as well.
I think Friday's a teaser, and I think he shows up in Philly. And can we please stop with the whole the buzzard is Dexter Loomis, the other ones? So crazy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
WWE had broken Matt Hardy, which was the biggest thing that happened in wrestling outside of the WWE. They had it for 3 minutes, called it woke, and then deleted it and pretend it never happened. Do you think they're going to latch on to Killer Cross's White Rabbit from Lucha Underground that 3 people remember?
the three people watching this stream right now.
Yeah. Let's calm down.
Yeah. Thank you.
And I love the guy who made the video. I love you to death. Good job. But also, wasn't the rabbit like a giant comic relief that got killed every week? So what's Killer Cross going to be a punching bag? Is that his character?
No, please don't.
How does the buzzard? How do you get Dexter Loomis into a buzzard? Stop grouping all your spooky characters to become a stable. It didn't work for House of Black. Nobody cares. Let's stop doing that.
Yeah, we don't want this to turn into like a darker version of the oddities.
If you're already telling Bray Wyatt that he has to be with guys to get over, you don't have a lot of faith in him.
Yep.
True.
Agreed. Suck it, Wrestle Talk, you fuckers.
Suck it, Wrestle Talk. Wait till I get to 1,000 so I shit on all of you.
Yeah, that's right.
Because you're all fucking bums.
Yeah.
I can't.
Hey, I'm
gonna jump in. I'm gonna jump into random lives and just trash everybody.
You know what happens when I get in random lives? They ignore me in the chat. They'll highlight every single person in the chat and they'll skip me because they don't want that smoke.
I will never ignore you, Tori the Tiger.
Because these bums are on the other side of the guardrail. That's all I gotta say.
All right. Predictions.
I don't even know the matches. What are the matches?
See, this is what tech support Tony does. He comes in and he fucks shit up.
The rails everything. What are the matches again? What was the match I'm supposed to predict?
Sting and Darby against the House of Black.
How Sting and Darby? Because why not? Because they've been squashing the House of Black every other time. Why not do it again? 87-pound Darby Allin destroys Brody King again, like he's a jobber, and then he carries him through the subway like he's nothing.
I was wondering, like, what the hell is he doing?
Well, remember the last time he carried a body bag, it was Sting.
Oh yeah, shoot. Oh,
so he was like, I'm going to a funeral, and I'm like, why are you carrying your tag team partner with you, dude?
Here's a fun fact: I rather 1 million Bray Wyatts than 1 Darby Allin.
Okay.
And I don't like Bray Wyatt.
You don't like Bray Wyatt?
No.
Really?
At least Bray Wyatt's promos are cool.
I liked
then the bell
Bray
rings
Wyatt
and then...
when he was Bray Wyatt, and I don't like him as the Fiend.
I'm just not a Darby fan. I don't see the appeal in it.
I love Darby. He's going to be world champion. Everyone wants him to be fucking world champion. It's never gonna happen, buddy. And no,
I did Axel Mulligan.
I like Bray, and I liked the Fiend. I think Triple H said it best. I think the wheels in Bray's head turn so fast that he's his own worst enemy. That as soon as you level him, he took that Fiend character and made it appealing.
Mm-hmm.
To the majority, maybe not to you, Anthony. I see you. You look like
no. Everything that he does on camera is fine, but 90% of the Fiend's allure is fan theory because he doesn't. Because once again, he has an 87-year plan, the Lord of the Rings novel plan for this character, and he tries to squeeze it into a 3-month span and puts all these Easter eggs, and then the fans theorize 90% of it, and then he probably goes online and picks his favorite one and rolls with it.
Dang.
Well, let's hope that let's hope that he didn't pick that fan theory of
clipping that too.
Let's
talk all angry.
Here's how this goes. Hey, Killer, I read this thing on the internet. Do you want to be the incarnation of the White Rabbit? No, fuck you. I actually want to be a champion here. Get the fuck away from me, you weirdo. That's how that played out.
You do not remember my first run.
Yeah.
Oh, I hang out with you on back in a dominatrix outfit. Get the fuck out of here.
All right, Phil, who you got? Sting and Darby or the House of Black?
I'm going with Sting and Darby on this. I mean, I don't know where the House of Black goes now that Malachi's gone.
That stable doesn't need Malachi to be successful. That's the thing. Brody King and Buddy Matthews are amazing talent.
They are, and I completely respect that they do have amazing talent. It's just they're being utilized in the wrong way. Something as mysterious and as intimidating as they look, they should be able to pull off stuff that should really show what their character and their in-ring work do, so that I don't know, it's just they should have been booked a lot better than what we have been getting recently.
How do you lose a match if you can teleport? 1, 2, lights go out. You're no longer underneath the shoulders. You don't ever lose a match.
Yeah, like all of a sudden, us wrestlers have figured out instant transmission. Like, what the fuck?
Just saying.
Mark, who you got?
Taking House of Black.
I'm not. I'm taking
That's
Sting
nice.
and Darby. Yeah.
Fucking Darby. What a waste.
Fucking Darby. Josh has got House of Black. Nice. Golden Ticket Battle Royal for a future AEW World Championship match. I don't know who's in this.
Why? Why is that a thing?
Another version of Money in the Bank.
We already have someone who holds a coin that can do this.
Yeah, it's a poker chip. Now we have somebody else doing this. Like, excuse me?
First of all,
the golden ticket.
Yeah, golden ticket. I get to go to the chocolate factory.
Who's in that match? I don't even know who's in that match. 25 wrestlers are in it.
I mean, I know one of the only people I recognized in that little collage was Rouge Toro Blanco.
Yeah, he's winning it.
He was the only one I actually recognized in that thing. I don't know who's in it.
All right, so we'll skip that prediction.
Adam Cole.
I love how Maxwell is doing the whole "my devil worshippers are out in full force." I hope that becomes a T-shirt.
Yes, I agree. I was going to say that too. I was going to tell you about that since you love T-shirts as much as I do. That was great. That was fucking amazing.
Let's see if they put a graphic up for this shit show.
You know, real quick.
Hey, last pay-per-view, we just did this whole thing to win a briefcase for a world title. Guess what we're going to do on a fucking taped episode of Rampage? We're going to do the same thing all over again. That'll be great.
Before we move on, so I wanted to mention this.
I just found the golden ticket members. It's including Lance Archer, Hangman Page, Penta,
no,
Jay Lethal, Rouge. I don't know.
Who else? Keep going.
He gave us 5 and quit.
That was all it had on what I just looked up. Like, what the?
Oh, I thought he's like, I have everybody. Yeah. He's like, here's these 3.
So the list I'm seeing says Rouge, Penta, Adam Page, Lance Archer, Jay Lethal, the Dark Order, and others is what it says.
Yeah.
None of those.
Yeah.
None of those. It's gonna be Willy Wonka. It's gonna be the Willy Wonka Joker.
You don't think Adam Page wins it?
No. I think personally it's gonna be someone that loses. So I think either Lance Archer or someone else.
Dang. Josh says Danhausen wins it.
And going back to the CM Punk thing, I do believe if at some point in time he gets fired. I think right now they're trying to figure out legal red tape first, because they can't just on a whim just say, "Hey, you're out of here." I think they need to figure some other things out backstage.
Yeah,
I don't think they won't. I think the roster has made it very clear to Tony Khan they do not want him there, And I think the Bucks and Kenny saying they sent feelers out to their rival company is telling Tony Khan, choose the veteran or choose us. You pick him and he comes back, we're not going to be here.
He sat right there and let him put
That's what I'm saying.
whole
That's
company
what I'm saying.
on a shit platter. Tony Khan loves Phil Brooks.
He's going to have
Tony
to choose
Khan,
how much he loves the
Tony
future of
Khan.
his company or CM Punk.
And I'm not agreeing with it. I'm saying like I don't care which way. It's a shit show. I don't give a shit. But like Punk said, are you gonna choose the Young Bucks? Or are you gonna choose the guy that brought you your first $1 million house? Which one?
Yeah. I choose the younger guys that I can run a company with.
I agree, but after watching that press conference and watching him bug-eyed nodding his head at everything Punk said,
he was uncomfortable. He didn't want to be there, but he didn't know how to tell him to stop.
Yeah,
well, he should have.
Yeah. I think when he takes a poll of who doesn't want Punk in there and how many people said that I will not be here if he's here, I think he has to reevaluate. But he can't just go fire a guy because he just had 3 EVPs kicking his door and try to fist fight him.
Hey, so do you know
and
what
CM
else?
Punk's too happy.
I agree.
Oh,
I agree with you, Tony. But I think Tony Khan waits 8 months or close to the end of Punk's injury to send out to ask the locker room, what do you feel? And by then, half the people that were upset about it aren't as upset anymore.
Here's the thing too. You're gonna fire a guy who got hurt, maybe in the ring, maybe during a fight with your EVPs.
Yep.
Prove that in court. Oh, I didn't get hurt in the ring. I got hurt when I got attacked by EVPs of my company in my own locker room.
So here's my thing.
He's sued over staph infection. Imagine what he does with that information.
Yeah. So here's my stance on it. If Phil Brooks gets terminated from his AEW contract for this, the EVPs that were involved in the altercation should go too. It shouldn't have been.
I think they'll be stripped. I think they'll be stripped of their statuses.
Stripped away.
Anyways, how the fuck did we get talking about this shit?
His hat got me hyped up. No, we were talking about leading up to the title, and you're saying that he's going to wait to cash in his chip for CM Punk. I think that ship's stale. I think they realize that that's not the move, and I think the best thing they can do is save it by putting it be Moxley and sorry, that was distracting. Just Moxley and MJF.
Yeah. No, I agree. I agree.
The whole hat move thing just threw me off.
But as time gets closer, as the 8 months for Punk's injury goes, and his 3-month suspension, his little slap on the wrist that he's going to get because Tony's not going to fire him. Who beats MJF for that title?
Not CM
Punk.
Not Punk.
Not Punk.
Even if he doesn't get fired, you know what they're not going to do? Put the world title back on him.
Yeah. I don't know, man. The guy who's in charge of firing him, who loves him, who's just a big fan of him.
Here's a question for you. What if by the time the 8 months and 3 month on top of that rolls around, Tony Khan's not head of talent relation anymore, and by that time they put more checks and balances of other people who are in charge of those positions, and this investigation leads to maybe Tony Khan should step back from certain roles of the company, which they are working on as we speak.
It makes a lot of sense.
But who's going to do that?
And then it doesn't come down from a Tony Khan.
Who's going to do that? Who's gonna tell Tony Khan? Because there's no board of directors. The only people that can is Warner Media, and Warner Media can't even do it.
I think there's gonna be checks and balances put in.
CM Punk's not winning the championship, Chase. I'm sorry. If anything, he'll get a world title shot with the whole "I never lost my championship" thing, but he jobs out to MJF. MJF is your fucking superstar. MJF is the new guy that will give him $1 million, bro. That's MJF. It's MJF's time.
Don't get me wrong. Whoa! Pump the brakes, guy. MJF was in the company before Punk was.
Yeah.
Punk was the money draw. Punk was the money draw. Just because MJF's back doesn't mean that MJF is the new money draw. Don't get me wrong, he's the top talent in AEW, but they got that $1 million house on CM Punk's name.
And that's fine. But with all the bullshit that's happening, you do not give him back the championship if you're going to keep the guy. It's not happening.
I don't disagree.
I'm the CM Punk advocate here.
I don't disagree. I don't disagree with you at all. I see Tony Khan doing it.
No,
because I think he's that dumb.
I don't think he is that dumb.
I think the fans are sour on him now.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm the only one who's not.
I agree.
Listen, I personally think a lot of this that went down, I don't think Punk's in the wrong for it.
I don't think he is either.
I agree.
But I don't.
If we all work in a company and you guys have positions of power and you leak my personal information to the dirt sheets, and then I get a chance to sit in front of the same dirt sheet people and get to defend myself, especially with my mouth, and I can't keep it shut, you better believe I'm going off on you, Stu. And if I go lock myself in a locker room and one of you's kick the door down, one of you's are eating a chair and my boy's biting you. That's just how that goes down every time.
No, I 1,000% agree.
Especially if my wife or people I care about are in that locker room as well. Yo, we're fighting. You kick the door down. There's no conversation after that.
So you've got a guy who's an employee who does something like that. You're the owner of the company and you sat right there with your stupid bottle of water and your fucking bugged eyes and you went and you nodded at everything he said. And then you saw the people like whisper to Tony and you saw the people running. He shouldn't have stayed.
You know, my favorite part was when he said, I didn't know it was happening because I didn't have my cell phone. And literally during the conference, he texted Jericho to come to the press conference.
Yeah. He's sitting there with Swerve and Keith Lee. He should have got up, went in the back, and diffused the situation. As CM Punk is going off about the whole thing, he should have put his arm on Punk's. He should have put his hand on Punk's arm and been like, "Hey, can we talk about this backstage?" Like whispered it to him. Said, "Hey, can we not do this here?" Bro, you're letting the inmates run the asylum, and you want me to believe that this guy's gonna all of a sudden go, "Yeah, I was wrong. I shouldn't have done that." No, he goes, "Hey, I got a great idea. Let's put on this fantastic show so people will forget about what happened." That's what'll happen. And in 7 months, when Punk's almost ready to come back, he'll put his feelers out to the locker room. And by then, it's old news. Nobody's going to be as mad about it as they were.
If 7 months isn't enough, listen, especially with the wrestling culture the way it is and cancel culture the way it is, they're not forgetting in 7 months.
No, they're not forgetting in 7 months, but you're not as mad about it. Half that locker room is upset. They're pissed off.
Dude, wrestling locker rooms are petty as shit, and they don't forget.
They're not going to be as pissed off.
I've been a part of 2 companies where 2 major people have been canceled. They don't forget. If 7 months from now, that person like, "Hey, I'm going to make another company. You want to be here?" They'd be like, "Nah, we're good, man." Unless it's, never mind. I almost said some shit. Don't do that, Tony.
Yep. So
I almost dropped the pipe bomb.
So
for the 2 people here.
So somebody comes in and apologizes, and you don't think people would let that happen?
Not with that locker room. Not with that locker room.
I don't know, man.
This locker room is a little different than what you're used to.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's not happening.
Like I said, I saw that bug-eyed little cokehead fucking sit there
and when you think, dude, that bug-eyed cokehead's least problem was that fist fight backstage. His biggest problem now is morale of his company. and his rival company is now the morale looks like it's the place to be.
Yep.
And he has to handle this, and he has to handle it like an adult. Because if he goes by his gut and he goes by his fandom, his company is gonna be in some trouble.
His nose. Not
Yep.
his gut, his nose. Anyways, God, fucking Tony, dude, son of a bitch.
Listen, I'm interesting.
Jade Cargill against I don't even know if I'm saying this name right. Diamante
from the 305
with Trina, 50-year-old ass, 50-year-old ass Trina.
Yeah, what is it with Tony Khan and like old rappers? Like we literally had Swerve in Our Glory come out with Fabulous, and then Acclaim come out with DJ Woo Kid. Like what?
I don't know who DJ Woo Kid is. Does anyone know?
Yeah, he's the DJ on Shade 45 for the XM radio.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Cool. I know who Fabulous. Yeah, that's the bad guy. I know that guy because he tells me his name in every rap he does. The 90s were great, man. 90s, 2000, Fabulous. That's right.
He's got rappers.
The other girl, I don't know who it is.
Rappers.
How'd that go, Tony? How'd that go,
You can't
Tony?
tell me you don't remember the Scarface song The Fabulous did. That song was fire.
How'd it go, Tony? Why don't you tell me?
Fabulous. Yeah, that's the bad guy. What the fuck is that?
What the fuck?
Is that Cartoon Scotty?
Scotty.
That's me.
That's freaking me out, man.
Yeah, no, I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if I can do that. You're gonna have to.
I can't talk to an avatar.
Kick this guy out of here. I can't. I'm gonna have fucking nightmares.
All right, Scotty, hurry up before you get booted. Who's winning, Jade or Diamante?
Jade. Why are we talking about this?
It's gonna be Jade.
She just beat Athena. So absolutely, Diamantes is the one to do it.
Yeah. Right?
Diamante.
No, it's gonna be Jade.
All right. Next match: Action Bronson and Hook versus Matt Menard and Angelo Parker. I thought this was a professional wrestling company, not sports entertainment. Why is Action Bronson? Why is Action Bronson?
Why is he wrestling? I have no idea. He just showed up at All Out for Hook, and then right after Hook wins, Matt and Angelo just like, I got it, and they just start beating the crap out of him. So Action's look at this. I can't let my New York guy go down like this, and he just like, get your bitch ass out of the ring.
Well, Action does Hook's song.
All right.
So I mean, like that's
he does. I know.
That's
what threw me off. I'm like, wait a minute, Action's in the audience, and then he comes in the ring, and I'm like, wait, he's seriously not going to be wrestling. And then I find out he's wrestling. I'm done.
Yeah, the answer is who cares? And the real answer is why is Daddy Magic not being utilized properly? That guy is money.
Yeah.
Both of those guys are money.
I mean, I will say this, though. I've kind of been watching little bits of Elevation, and the only guy that's doing
you and two other
commentary
people
with Excalibur on Elevation is Matt Menard. And he's funny as hell.
Matt Menard, dude, 2.0 is where it's at. My buddy used to work with him on the indie scene. The guy I do commentary with was part of their stable.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
He played their gay removed brother.
I'm jealous of your life.
Oh, that's right.
His name was Gladbad.
Oh my God, yes, that's so true. Oh no.
Everybody is in unison about this.
Yeah,
match.
we don't care.
Let's go.
All right.
Yeah, don't care.
It's your bathroom break in your 45-minute show.
Ray Phoenix versus Jungle Boy.
Oof.
Jungle Boy.
That's even on the match? On the card?
Jungle Boy can't take a
Jungle
loss
Boy.
right now.
Agreed.
Even if it's for 16 people.
Even if it's for what?
Even if it's for 16 people.
Oh my God.
I'm going with Phoenix.
Nah. The only way he loses to Phoenix if Luchasaurus comes in, it's a dirty win. But it's not gonna happen.
I mean,
What you think, Scotty?
Jungle Boy. Yeah, Jungle Boys. Can't take the loss.
Hey,
Not
Scotty,
with
do me
the
a
program.
Do me a favor, man. Message me the type of camera you got when in the Discord after the show.
Okay. Too easy.
Eddie Kingston versus Sammy Guevara, guys.
Oh, okay.
Eddie.
I want Kingston to be champion.
Okay. Kingston.
Eddie, but
hey, tech support Tony.
Something
something interesting, more interesting on your phone than these predictions.
Yeah, someone put a video of Tony Khan in between the shows when they're set up and break down, and he just gets on the mic and just starts rambling, and it's fucking hilarious. He's like, when you go to New York City and you come here and then you come here again, and he's just whacked out of his brain.
Send it in the Discord.
Yep.
Explanation point Discord in the chat, guys. Explanation point Discord in the chat. Make sure you join the Discord so you can hang out with the community we're building. All right, so Anthony, who you got, man? Eddie Kingston or Sammy Guevara?
Sammy.
All right.
Oh.
I'm going Sammy too. I'm going Sammy too.
Okay.
About you, Mark?
Mark said Kingston.
Kingston, man.
Okay.
I don't know if I told you guys this, but during that whole thing when all the stuff was coming out about Kingston and everything that was going on with him and Sammy, Kingston did a show by me. So there's a company that was by me called Chikara, and a lot of the guys of Chikara either went to AEW or kind of lost their home because Chikara got shut down. And a lot of those guys now kind of have their own company called LVAC, which you can watch all their shows on independent wrestling television, IWTV.com or independentwrestling.com. And the LVAC shows are really cool. Like Bryce shows up. Orange Cassidy's been there like 15 times. Because it's all people they've pretty much been working and training together for a very, very long time. So Kingston came back to kind of work with his friends and do everything. And the whole show was raised for charity. I believe it was for a kid or cancer research or something along those lines. I don't really know exactly what the cause was for. But Kingston took his entire booking fee and waived it and put it towards the charity.
Respect.
That's awesome.
Respect. Yeah.
That is awesome.
All right. TNT Championship, Wardlow and TNT Champion Wardlow and ROH. What?
It's not for the championship.
Yeah. That's what I meant. TNT Champion Wardlow and ROH Television Champion Samoa Joe. Take on Tony Nese and Josh Woods.
Wardlow and Joe. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for Tony Nese, man. Yeah. It's like
so annoying.
It's Wardlow and Joe.
Yep.
Yeah, Wardlow.
I'm just glad Joe's actually on TV.
He's done with
Twisted Metal.
All of his stuff, Twisted Metal, and he was doing video game stuff for the new Suicide Squad video game.
Oh yeah, that's right. Samoa Joe did the voice of King Shark for the Suicide Squad video game.
Cool.
I did not know that. Interesting.
I know.
All right.
It's gonna sound weird. Yeah. Like Samoa Joe.
Main event: Powerhouse Hobbs and Ricky Starks in a lights out match.
Starks.
I think they're pushing. I think they're pushing Hobbs hard here.
Hobbs.
I think Starks.
I feel like Starks doesn't need the win. Starks is over. Hobbs is not, in my opinion. And they want to push Hobbs. Ricky Starks can take the loss. Still be fun.
Absolutely. I'm as well. I mean, I kind of like the new Book of Hobbs thing he's bringing up now. It's kind of cool.
What do you think, ABJ?
Oh, Powerhouse Hobbs all day.
Yeah.
You don't get the center fancy entrance if you're just going to go out there and lose your second match in.
Exactly.
You don't get the Cody entrance.
Yeah, you don't get the centerpiece entrance. You don't get to come out of a no tunnel if you're going to lose your second match in your rivalry.
Speaking of the Cody entrance,
yeah,
Baker's fucking outfit today. Very Cody.
Oh, she's been wearing that for a minute now. It's supposed to be more Super Marvel, Miss Marvel, than it is Cody.
Oh, what? Britt?
Yeah, Britt.
Oh yeah. Totally Captain Marvel-ish, definitely.
I'm going Ricky Starks on that match, and so is the real Josh Elliott. No, that's not right. There we go. That one. There we go. All right, guys. So that does it for our Rampage breakdown. Anything else? Final thoughts. We'll start with Scott. We'll go to Anthony. We'll go to Phil. We'll go to Mark. Go to myself, and we'll close out. And as you guys finish your final thoughts, I'll kick you off the stream.
Oh.
Yep.
I'm just looking at Tony's face.
Interesting.
Mark, you go first.
You know what? I will, because I want everyone to hear this. So
Okay.
before I say everything, because if you guys want to stay on, it's cool. I'm the one who has to be up at 4 a.m., so it's all good, whatever you want to do.
Yep.
So real quick, before I give my final thoughts, thanks for everyone. Make sure you guys follow me, Pro Wrestling Kingpin, and all these bros.
Stop it. What's your take?
And all these bros under here, just not ABJ because he's a douche.
I'm the greatest thing that's ever happened on this channel.
But yeah, so thank you guys for joining us. Two things. One, Jericho's the GOAT. And two, I'm about to be kicked out. Fuck Patrick Mahomes. Mark out, y'all.
Get the fuck off my show, you bitch.
Hit me up, Tony.
God, shut up, fucker. Oh, fuck out of here.
You're up, Phil.
Oh my god.
Tread lightly, motherfucker. Because Mark just set the tone.
I know he set the tone. I'm not gonna follow him down his Chicago path, even though I am around that area. But whatever.
Bye, y'all.
Oh, there we go. Oh man, I don't know. There isn't really much I have left to say.
Cool. You're up, Scotty.
No.
Hey, Phil. In all seriousness, man. Are you
Love
done,
you, man.
Or?
Yeah, like I don't really know what else there is to say. I hope I'm really going to enjoy Rampage for what it is, and I mean, yeah, I guess that's all for me. I'll just try to enjoy it as much as I can. So,
Awesome. All right, Phil. As usual, man, we appreciate you joining with us. Join with us next week, man. Join the Discord, dude. Hang out with us. So we appreciate you every week, Phil. Have a good night, man.
With that, you too.
It's a deadly trio now.
That's a lot. That was a lot. First off, I don't know exactly when this transition and this change is happening, but Mark, it's going to be. I can't wait for you and Mark to start your next project together.
Yes.
Personally, I thought for a while that you two were too good just to cover AEW post show Dynamite. I think you guys covering full wrestling is the way to go.
I think so.
So I cannot wait for that. So, and also once again,
Same.
definitely follow them in the Discord. I'm in there, and I barely even use Discord, but it's a good time. I should be a little more active, but I have a lot of changes going on my end. But I can care less about Rampage. I think the show is a waste of fucking time, and it should be called ROH and just call it a day. That's all I got.
That's it.
Yeah, if you want ABJ merch, you can head over to and just search on all social media, Anthony Blackwell Jr. Yeah, I have a new logo coming soon. The channel is starting to shape up, and I have some cool content coming. You'll see collaborations with all these guys very, very soon where we do movies and wrestling talk and all this cool things. It won't be technically under a brand of a podcast. There will be a podcast that's coming, but that'll be something completely different. But instead of being like, it'll be almost like a live stream show that you see here, but over on the YouTube side. So Anthony Blackwell Jr. on YouTube. I think I just hit 127 subscribers.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm around there. But yeah, come hang out and love you guys and great job as always.
Absolutely.
Next.
Scott, you got anything?
I wish that Rampage was live this week. I wish it was a live show instead of taped. Other than that, nothing much. Like, good. Dynamite was good, solid show. It's going to be weird to see you do this without Mark.
I know. I got to find a new co-host.
I'm used to it being with Mark.
That's all right. I think I think I'll be able to find somebody to transition in pretty well.
I'm sure they can have someone that will want to come in and.
God damn.
That fucking hurts. Fucking Vin Diesel out there blowing out my eardrums. Also, Mox and Daniel Bryan hugged after the match.
Yeah, I got that.
And
I got
Brian
that in my group show.
On.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brian ended up putting the belt on Moxley.
I thought that was pretty shitty. I thought that they should have asked. I thought, like, prior to the match, knowing how much time they had left, they should have made an executive decision to ask the network for 5 minutes of extra time. I mean,
well, apparently,
okay. Who gives a shit if it runs over? You know, who cares? Who gives a shit if it runs over the 109th fucking repeat episode of Young Sheldon? I mean, it's not like they had anything to get to.
Actually, I do have one negative thing with the acclaimed match. I thought the boombox spot and I thought the Billy Gunn spot wasn't needed and took away from the match.
Yeah,
I can see that.
Agreed. But
so
apparently, with commentary, they said that they were going to stick with the match, or like all the way through.
Yeah, they stuck with the match, but then they didn't. Then they cut it off.
Yeah, they cut it off right as he gets announced. Yeah.
So this is going to be my final thought. I don't know if this might turn into. Good Lord, Scott! Tell your neighbor to fuck off.
Oh,
Jesus!
One last thing. I'm sorry before I do your thing. I don't want this to take over your last thing, but. Tonight, overall, all the title changes, everything that happened, all super, super cool. But what a huge moment for Paige, a.k.a. Saraya. So happy to have her back in professional wrestling. And I think that's a great spot for her, and I cannot wait to see what they do. Absolutely. Huge pop. Huge pop.
Amazing debut.
Yeah.
It was an amazing debut. Like,
it's a big get. It's a big get for AEW.
There was no talk of her transferring to AEW for a long time, and then all of a sudden she's shown up.
Frightful may have spoiled it. They put a quick post out today being like, oh, they've been talking to her all summer, but we don't know where it led to, and then just kind of let it out today. And I was like, she's coming tonight.
Yeah. I've tried to kind of stray away from Fightful on the days of the shows, so I'm not like.
Oh, they tell you the full rundown of everything WWE.
Yeah.
Could be worse. It could be ringside news.
They're not real news.
Yeah, exactly. Anyways, so my final thought that may not turn into may turn into more thoughts. I was a huge AEW fan. Obviously, when I very first started this, I've always said, hey, I would do a post show for all the wrestling shows, one for Raw, one for SmackDown, one for Impact. I would love to. But what Mark, was real pro AEW. I was kind of real pro AEW. I'm going to be really honest with you guys. In the past few weeks, actually in the past month, probably, I have not been real pro AEW.
I'm selling all my figures.
Yeah.
I feel you in that.
It sucks, man, because I'm hoping that something changes. I really, like I said, it's hard to convince me that something is going to change because, you're dealing with I've dealt with addicts before. And addicts don't change. I mean, that's just how it is. So, you take a spoiled rich little fucker who's an addict, and You know, it's hard for me to believe that there's going to be change. I think it's hey, like, look at this. This is really cool. Look at this for now. And then later on, we're going to find out that there's just more shit. It's just more and more shit. So I'm hoping that it's
The
not.
backstage
I'm
stuff.
hoping for more. I'm hoping for more good shows like this, and I'm hoping that AEW does elevate, especially with the other company elevating right now. It's great for professional wrestling. It is, but it's just
WWE was doing this for me, and then it went, pew, and then it kind of came up a little bit, and now it's kind of like flattened out.
Yeah, you know, but I mean, it's a hell of a lot better than what it was 6 months ago. 6 months
Yes and
ago,
no.
6 months ago, I could give two shits less what that company did. I could not care less.
Yeah.
I think
wouldn't
for
watch
me
an
anyway,
episode.
the return of Braun and the return of Bray, and then having not a clear path of what they're going to do with these characters, but we all know that Cody's going to be the one who could be the champion at Mania. I'm losing a lot of luster right now.
Yeah, Cody's not going to be the
See,
champion.
the only thing I want to
Yes, he
see
will.
is the return of
No, he
Bray.
won't.
But
No.
this is where I would like him in AEW, but I also know that they're not character driven in the way of the gimmicks. Like, they're not gonna they don't have the right market for the gimmicks.
Thank you for the follow. Oh, my bad, Scott. My bad.
Oh, I think they
Do you know
are
what I
very
mean?
character driven, but the person has to be willing to put their character forward.
Yeah, but do you know what I mean? Like, they don't do the sort of gimmick style that WWE has done over the years and have had for basically their entire career. So, where you've got, like, you had Doink the fucking Clown, and you had the Bushwhackers and all that sort of shit, like all the cartoony sort of characters. And then you had the Kanes and the Undertakers, who were the supernatural, but they still had that mystery about them, sort of thing.
Well, AEW has a dinosaur. They have a guy who wrestles with his hands in his pocket. They have a demon. They have spooky people when it comes to House of Black. They have spooky people that have the death triangle. They have I'm sure. Oh, they have Hook. They have the kid who looks like he doesn't care. They have, but he's a badass. I mean, there's a lot of characters in AEW. Just which ones? Oh, we had an alien for a while. We had an alien. We have a guy now who talks to a cardboard box. There's definitely no short on characters in AEW. It's just which ones are the characters going over. The problem with AEW is you have all these guys that are putting out these character work, but they're being shadowed by the Daniel Bryans, the Kenny Omegas, the Young Bucks, and the top guys of the company who are treated like the stars, and gimmicky, wacky people are just being buried every week.
Fair enough. Yeah, I see where you're going with that. Yeah, and the thing about I remember when AEW started up, they said it was going to be the alternative. It was going to be different from WWE, and they wouldn't focus so much on the gimmicks. But here we are now.
Yeah, I think what made AEW special when it first launched is who's all coming, and it as a fan, and maybe just what I thought, it was like, oh, this is going to be a great way to showcase new wrestlers and independent, and it's going to be a great way to have these veterans come in here and help this new company. And it looks like it looks like a locker room you want to be part of. It looks like that is the party you want to be at. That's where everyone has fun. That's where everyone gets along. That's where there's no drama. No one's politicking. That is the house to be in. That's where I want to hang out. That's who I want to make friends with. That's where I want to go, because WWE is a complete shit show. And then we come to find out that AEW is probably as bad, or if not worse, than WWE's environment was. And it lost that luster.
I guess it's the inmates running the asylum factor, and that happened in WCW as well. Like, you had Hogan, Nash politicking their way through the fucking management.
Yes. Not overly scripted, and now not being overly scripted, people get their feelings hurt when their promos get cut on them, because they feel like, well, you can't say that about me. That hurts my feelings. And then guys are pucking each other backstage.
I think that Punk coming in was great, but at the same time, what we've seen since he's come in and since like All Out, that's thrown a whole spanner in the fucking works. Even Cody leaving, like, it's not said, but there's obvious hints that Punk was part of the reason that Cody left.
People credit Cody for getting out early and being the genius to all this, but Cody started the ball. Cody took the snowball and turned it into the avalanche.
Listen, like, and that's the other thing too. Like, I'll hear people on Wrestle TikTok talk about, oh well, that's what happens when you have wrestlers being EVPs. Cody's dad, Dusty, was a part of creative back in the fucking 80s. Like, that's happened for decades.
He was the booker who made himself the champion.
Yeah, like it's happened forever. Like, Cody didn't leave. I think Cody left because that's
money, and he didn't have creative control because they took it away from him.
Yeah, exactly.
They took away his creative control. They took away his booking, and he booked himself to never be world champion. And I'm sorry, this is not a negative thing to say about Cody Rhodes or anybody, because this is all the wrestling business is. But that hurt Cody's ego that he can never be a world champion there.
Yeah.
Cody wants to pose. Cody wants to hold a title. Cody doesn't want to be a heel. He wants to be the golden baby face. He wants to be John Cena of wrestling, and he wasn't going to get it in AEW.
Yeah, and they pulled the creative. They pulled creative from the EVPs in the last year. So when it came time to renegotiate Cody's contract, it's a business. Like, that's all there is to it. Are you going to pay a guy more money who has less job duties?
And he's not listening to what the fans want him to be?
Yeah. No, you're not. You're not.
Exactly.
Well, Vince is, but you're not.
I mean, it was a win-win situation for both of those guys at that point.
Mm-hmm.
I just, kind of circling back around to my original point, I'm not as excited about it as I used to be. I'm hoping that changes, but hearing some of the backstage the backstage politics with a certain female wrestler and certain male wrestlers, and then you see how poorly he's doing it. He refuses to delegate those responsibilities to other people. It's like, okay,
I actually want to say, I'm pretty real fast. Behind the scenes of this, I've sat behind this after we hit the live button and talked to Chase and Scotty a lot, and I kind of told them about all this stuff months before this even got huge. And the fact that he still hasn't name dropped or said anything, that means a lot to me. So, but yeah, this is pretty much where we are now. Is I told you this almost 4 or 5 months ago now.
Yeah, you did. No. Yeah. And look, I agree with you, Chase. Like, it's been one of those situations that we've seen, to quote WWE marketing, the rise and fall of AEW. Like, they came into the game, they changed the game, they definitely have put a whole new spin on the market. But now we're seeing that it's not so the grass isn't greener over in the other side. And I guess it goes to the whole motto of the grass is only greener because you're being fed bullshit.
Yeah, I can't see a world where if I'm Ruby or Miro or any, like, you can't be happy with your position right now.
No. I mean, yeah, Ruby, Miro, Buddy Murphy.
Your two best female wrestlers in the company, and I'll even say 3 now, and one of them is probably at any point in time can be paralyzed. Your 3 best talented, like when it comes to who can in-ring work the best, is Athena, Toni Storm, and now Saraya. In-ring ability, there's no one better than those 3 in the company.
Yep.
and she just lost
Baker's
2
good,
title
but she's
opportunities in back-to-back matches.
Yep.
Baker's good, but she's too.
She's a good
green
character,
to
but
be,
in ring work, she still is. She's not where the other 2 are.
yeah, 100%.
Absolutely.
As a character, she's great.
Yeah. The
She's
Ember
also
Moon,
backstage. She's also backstage telling him like she's actually in control of her story and her character and where her storylines go. So her stuff seems more interesting because that's how she's booking it.
Yeah.
The Ember Moon and Asuka feud in NXT was, I mean, yeah.
The payoff we never got.
Shit.
Yeah, the payoff we
It was
never
top
got.
tier
That's
shit.
right.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
The closest we got, where we're like,
it
oh
was-
my God, there might be something here, is when Ember eliminated Asuka from the Rumble and looked at her like, I finally got one up on you. And you're like, oh my God, can this lead to something? And then she got hurt and we never seen anything close again.
Yep.
If I'm not mistaken, Asuka left NXT on an injury and was never beaten for her title, correct?
Yes, correct.
That's
Correct.
correct.
She surrendered the title to she
To Ember
surrendered the title, left
Athena, yeah.
NXT, and then debuted on Raw.
Yep. Yeah, she presented Ember with the title when Ember won the Fatal 4-Way for the title.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yep. Prime
like when
NXT
Becky-
right there.
It was
Real
kinda
quick,
like when
speaking of
Becky-
NXT, did you guys watch Tuesday?
No, I
No,
was working.
not yet.
So
Not yet.
Tuesday was a tape show, which is interesting because it was a clusterfuck. So essentially, the wrestling was good. Wrestling wise, all good stuff. They set up some decent stories. Everything was pretty interesting. Still color splash everywhere, but they just put the new NXT logo in place of the 2.0, but still kept the theme and everything the same. And then during picture-in-picture closed captioning commercials, it still said NXT 2.0 on the bottom of the screen. It just seems so thrown together. Like if that's how they were going to debut, they probably should have waited another week and said, okay, here's our full change.
Yeah.
But besides that, and Sean is now a presented GM head authority figure on the TV.
I saw him announce the ladder match for Halloween Havoc. And Halloween Havoc is going to go back to being a premium live event.
Yep. Takeovers are coming back.
Yep. Takeovers are coming back.
NXT has a lot of potential. People just need to attach themselves to the characters in it. If you watch it and don't know anybody, it's easy to say this sucks and walk away.
No, I loved NXT 2.0 even prior to this. I thought the talent was really good, and I thought the characters that they brought in were good.
Why the fuck do we not have merchandise for Wendy Chu?
Yeah,
bro, she got some cake too. Jesus Christmas.
She
is caked up.
Dude, do like a Wendy Chu as like a Snorlax Pokemon, bro.
You're killing it. And Gigi, holy Hannah, she's distracting.
The whole Toxic Attraction team is.
Jesus.
Yep, absolutely. God, man, we've touched all 4 corners, guys.
Nailed it. This is what I do, man. I bring the heat, my guy.
Fleshed it out for you, Chris.
Yep.
Well, you know that we flesh this show out for you.
Yeah.
We don't let you finish any earlier than 2-hour mark.
That's all right. We are. So we'll have to go a little bit longer because we're right at 1:58. So
we can
plug some more shit.
Yeah, absolutely. So I've got something to plug. October 1st, 12-hour stream. We're going to do a 12-hour Twitch stream from 9 a.m. Central Standard Time to 9 p.m. Central Standard Time.
You're going to play the Avengers game?
I have been playing the Avengers game.
Yuck.
Yeah. It's a shit show, man. But it's like a bootleg version of X-Men Legends.
No, don't even say X-Men Legends was good.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what though. If maybe when is this happening?
October 1st, Saturday.
Oh, fuck, that'll be tough. I was gonna say if I wasn't so strapped for cash and I wasn't trying to buy equipment for this new podcast, I would say I go buy Madden so I could play with you on Xbox, but I don't think that can happen right now.
That's all right. You got 2K22?
I do, but I've never played it online, and I barely even played it. But I mean, I'll let you smack me around. I don't know what I'm doing yet.
I haven't played it online either.
Oh, but really? Yeah, guys, maybe we'll just futz around and just kick the shit out of each other.
There you go. Or kick the shit out of the ref or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my plug for the 12-hour stream. We hit affiliate, so yeah. What's coming up tomorrow? The I-70 Hot Tag has a special guest, as always. We are going to have Moses the Deliverer tomorrow night. Moses has made his rounds around the Midwest, especially in Missouri and St. Louis Anarchy, Glory Pro, and
Glory Hole.
Glory Pro. Oh. Glory Pro. Often, I did the same thing when I first heard it. I was like, yeah.
Glory Hole Wrestling.
Yeah. I won't shit on them because we're sponsoring a match this weekend. We're sponsoring Josh Alexander and Kenny Alfonso.
Nice.
Which was
a great interview, by the way, dude.
Josh Alexander's coming to the Glory Hole.
What'd you say, Scott?
Besides the audio issues, that was actually a really good interview with both Kenny Alfonso and
we figured it out. Restream doesn't know it, but I'm either gonna come collect or I'm gonna move on because I pay way too much money a month for Restream.
StreamYard.
Huh?
StreamYard.
Yeah.
You'll lose your chat, but you'll get your better quality.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's Safari, like Safari and Restream. I guess there's like a huge issue. So
I was having issues with that with Google Chrome and had to switch over to Firefox.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't have any issues with StreamYard. I just don't like I don't like StreamYard, and I also don't like that they don't have the ability to have the chat on the screen.
No, I feel you. I'm actually in the works of building a OBS layout as well. So when I do guests and stuff, I'll be using StreamYard. But one of the big things I'm doing with my new channel is also getting into game streaming. So that's actually when I break this whole set down, I'm moving everything upstairs to my game room. And I want to. One of the things I'm saving up for, as well as the podcast equipment I need, is I want to get a new desk. I want to get a bookshelf behind me and put a bunch of like things that are interesting to look at, so it's like a background spot. I found this clock that like tells you your subscribers, so every time you get a new subscriber it ticks, but it's like $200. Crazy. Nice little color light splashes, but I essentially want to turn my upstairs area into like a cool stream area. So yeah, but I hopefully I know I'm on the YouTube side, you do the Twitch side, but hopefully we can collaborate and play some games together.
Yeah.
Also on Xbox, A Blackwell Jr. If you want to play after I get off this stream, I'm going to go play some 40 night.
Some 40 night?
40 night. I'm pretty I had 3 wins today. Just.
You sure you're not going to go back onto Omegle?
Late night peen on Omegle is always fun. I haven't done that in a while. What is happening behind you? Are you in a library?
No, I'm in my bedroom.
Oh. Is that your wife?
My wife is lighting up a cigarette.
She's really blurry.
Yeah, because I blurred the background.
I just thought that's how she looked. You ever hear that joke? Bigfoot isn't hard to photograph. He's just actually blurry. Anyway, we hit it. We hit 2 hours.
Yeah, I've never heard that before. All right, you said A.
You're not. You guys aren't cultured out there.
A Blackwell.
Your audio's doing that speed shit again.
Speed shit?
Yeah, well, you're sounding like you're on crack.
Hello?
Yeah,
it's better now. You're good. Just a little bit of a lag on your end.
Yeah, it's because I opened up my Xbox app. A. Blackwell Jr.
Anthony Blackwell Jr. on all social media. Also A. Blackwell Jr. on Xbox and TikTok. I'm close to 1K, so I can go live and tell the rest of the TikTok community they're a bunch of jabronis.
And tech support Tony on Pornhub.
Tech support Tony on Pornhub.
Explanation point.
Can you say Pornhub on TikTok or Twitch?
I don't really care.
Guess we'll find out.
Yeah, I don't really give a fuck. I'm an affiliate now, so they suck my balls. Damn it, you made me lose my train of thought.
You owe me this 8-second call.
There you go. Tech support Tony. Explanation point. Tech support Tony in the chat, so you can follow Anthony on all his social medias. Not on his social medias, but on his Twitch. So, tech support Tony.
Appreciate you guys. I have 2 more episodes. 2 more episodes that'll happen on this channel. For Twitch, and then I don't know how much more Twitch I'll be using. I'll be just pretty much using it to come on here and support these guys, but I think everything on my new channel is going to go exclusively to the YouTube side.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Twitch is really easy to monetize, so that's why I stuck with it.
That's because they're desperate. They're desperate to get people away from YouTube.
Yeah, I know. Have you seen?
Although apparently there's there's
Listen,
new,
Scotty, your neighbor has one more fucking shot, okay, before I call the police on his ass. It is way too late for his ass to be revving up his engine like that.
Scotty lives next to a drag strip.
It's not late, dude. It's 2:23 in the afternoon.
Tell him to get a life.
Yeah.
Shouldn't they be hunting like koalas and like catching lizards and stuff? Isn't that everyone's job in Australia? It's just like rounding up your devil animals that came from the spawns of hell. Spiders the size of fucking camels just walking around.
Speaking of that, I did have a spider in my house earlier today.
I bet you it was the size of a normal person's like small dog in our country.
Oh boy.
Quite possibly.
Quite possibly.
You know how like our spiders are so little, they don't even make you don't even like hear them. They're like, oh my god, I think there's a spider over there. In Australia, like you hear spiders. They're just like, I hear a spider, and you look, and it's the size of a Buick hanging off your wall.
Yeah, there are some fucking huge ones over
here. They purr and shit. I bet you, right?
They do everything. Don't fuck with our spiders. There's a reason we have the saying. The saying is that we're not here to fuck spiders.
Yeah, there's not one bug problem in Australia. It's just reptiles and spiders are everywhere, and they're always the most venomous of all of them.
I appreciate you hanging out for my impromptu stream at 2:00 in the morning, Scotty. That wound up being a widely huge success. So,
what'd you do?
I was just playing WWE 2K 2022 and downloaded some old WCW cruiserweights and had some WCW cruiserweight matches and just was shooting the shit with some guys. Was on for 2 hours, and then we raided Matthew Yaden, who runs Rocky Mountain Pro Wrestling, and then I sat for another hour up with him because he was playing Chrono
I'm
Cross.
on my podcast, Kalen.
And he he was showing us a bunch of his old like Gamer Pro magazines afterwards. So yeah, it was fun. It was fun.
You see how
today
cool
was my day
Scotty
off.
smokes
So
a cigarette?
I know he rolls his fucking cigarettes too.
He smokes like a badass cowboy from a movie. Like no one smokes like either a cowboy or like a villain. Like most people smoke cigarettes normally. You fucking put flair to it.
Yep. Yeah, definitely.
You're just like, how do you hold it upside? And you flip it around, and you're like, you twirl it between your fingers, and you're just like,
well, because like I said, he rolls them.
He's good, man. He's fucking.
There's no filter on that, is
dude? I want to get cancer tomorrow because I want to learn how to smoke like he does. You know what
I mean? You got to come to Australia, man. You got to come to Australia.
Yeah, they welcome cancer in Australia because it's either they get cancer or they get eaten by one of their fucking monster animals. You're like, what would you rather? Would you rather fucking die of cigarette cancer or get choked out by a fucking kangaroo?
Yeah.
They fucking walk up on you.
Do yourself a favor. Google big red kangaroo.
That's how fucking kangaroos walk.
Yeah. Google Chase. Do yourself a favor. Google a big red kangaroo.
They're like 8 feet tall. I bet you're right. They're like 9'2". They're built like She-Hulk.
I Google big red kangaroo and a fucking penis shows up. I'm gonna be pissed. I think this guy's a bitch, dude. I would fight this dude.
You would fight it?
I would, hands down. I'd fight. If it was him or me, it's gonna be him. I promise you.
There's
him or me. It's gonna be him.
How tall are you, Chase?
5'10".
All right. The large mature males can stand up to about 5'9" tall, with one confirming to have been around 6.9 feet tall and weighed 201 pounds.
I'm taking that bitch to Suplex City.
Bro, that thing's walking up on you. What the fuck you say, bitch?
Dude,
yeah. And it fucking starts.
You see how it's standing?
Yeah.
You see how that thing's standing? That's supported by a fucking tail that will whip the absolute living shit out of you.
Dude, I bet you if you get hit with that tail, it breaks your bones.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That thing just pow, and then your fucking snaps your femur in half. And then you're screaming, ah! And it just comes up and it just starts curb stomping you with those. It sits back on its tail like this, right? It sits back on its tail like this, and just stomp. And Daniel Bryan stomps your head in.
All right, let's.
Yeah, you got to watch
an Outback Fight Day. Here we have a human charging into battle like he's William Wallace. He wants to save his dog from a kangaroo. The kangaroo says, "Steady on, mate. We're in love. We're just having a bit of a hug in the bush. What's the problem, mate? Come on." Oh, but the human viciously throws a punch. Now he looks like he instantly regrets it. The dogs are running around saying, "We're not coming home with you, you abusive cunt."
I love that guy.
There's another one where there's a guy skydiving and he lands. As he lands, a kangaroo just fucking bounds up to him and starts going for him.
Listen, man, especially my dog, bro. If one of them kangaroos steps up to my dog, that kangaroo's going to Suplex City. 5'9", 290 pounds or not, ABJ. I don't give a fuck.
Bro, you're fucking dead meat.
Yeah. Bullshit.
The only reason that guy handled that situation is because they're there every day.
No, he couldn't believe it. Did you see the look on the kangaroo's face? He couldn't believe it. See, that kangaroo
was, "Oh, you're from around here." Like kangaroos, like, "I smell Americans. They've never seen me before." They just fucking roll up and we just weep.
Yeah. That's why that kangaroo looked like that.
Dude,
he's like,
kangaroo goes, "Oh, you must be American. I can smell the shit in your pants."
Yeah, the kangaroo saw that guy and was like, "Wait a second. Usually you fuckers run away and hide. Did this guy really just hit me?" And the kangaroo was like, "All right, I respect that." And then he walked
the kangaroo's like, "All right, cool. Where's your? I'm gonna choke that other dog out." And he goes, "It's like, yeah."
That's probably how the video actually ended. Was the kangaroo actually probably did
Yeah, it
fuck
just
up
ripped the other dog's throat out.
Yeah.
Well, that was fun. Yeah.
Hold on. Let me bring up the video.
That should be our
Bring up
show.
the video.
Can we just make a new show where we just watch videos on the internet and review them and talk about them?
You find a night of the week to do it, and we'll do it.
Yeah, that's
You don't do
easy.
anything on Fridays.
You're right.
Yeah. Remember that time I just canceled 5 shows to free up more time in my real life?
Let me
Do you remember
share my
that?
screen for a sec.
You did. I didn't. So
I know.
Let me share my screen for a sec, and I'll bring up this video.
Dude, if you pull some hardcore porn, how funny would that be?
yeah, I know.
This person casually floated down
Big
on
screen that, big screen that.
Yeah. What are you doing, Scotty?
Scotty, we're gonna miss it.
Scotty,
Big screen it. What are you doing? Oh my God, Scotty!
Hold on.
Oh, he landed right on that bitch.
Did it come up?
Yeah. You just stay on the screen and then big screen it, because when you share it to look at us, you're going backwards.
Okay.
Now we're all froze.
Are we? I'm not.
Scotty's froze. Scotty fucked it up.
Hold on.
How about you know, Scotty? Oh, that's
Fucking
there we
hell.
go.
Where are we now?
Still looking at our your browser of us. You looking at us.
Here we go. Hold on.
Now he's got it.
You think so? He
Let's
turned off
bring-
his camera.
Let's bring Phil back.
Okay.
Let's not.
How's this?
Perfect.
All right. Yeah, big screen that. Go full.
Parachute and is instantly attacked by a gang of kangaroos.
He's like, cool. I just parachuted and I didn't die. What a great day. And then this thing's like, yeah, great fucking day. I'm gonna fuck your shit up.
Element of surprise. Got him.
It's Phil.
Yeah, there you go.
That was Phil.
All right, are we done with that one?
Yeah, I think that's it.
That was it, yeah. Come on, you stupid fucking piece of shit.
We lost him.
Okay, there we go.
All right, there we go. All right.
But yes, see, that was the other one I wanted to show you. So yeah, Chase,
like
good
I
luck
said,
with the kangaroos.
Hold on, I got
Yeah.
one. I want to screen share now.
I'll bite a kangaroo.
You're
got
pulling a nice steel, are you?
Yeah, you're goddamn right.
Oh fuck! I'm
I got
worried that
one
we're
now.
going to get an Omegle.
No, this
fucking
is a
thing.
good one. This is a good one. Bring me in.
Yeah.
You ready?
Bro, he's such a dick, dude. Oh my god. He checks that little kid, dude. Did he smack his helmet? Go back to that one where he tackled him and he smacked him on the helmet.
Fucking shit mix.
Oh, fuck.
Bro, the blue is a dick. Blue is a dick. Here you go.
Hey, look.
Was that one of Adam Rose's bunnies?
Hi, Hunter.
What's up, Hunter? We appreciate you. But you're here right at the end of this. We're just watching some funny videos.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Don't mind the mermaid titties. I didn't mean that for that to happen.
Jesus.
Oh my god, your terminology in Australia, shit mixed. This fucking guy got shit mixed.
I was like, why is Dynamite and some Big Bang Theory getting ready to stream in 20 minutes? Awesome.
Why would you watch Big Bang Theory? Don't you enjoy your life?
Enjoy your life. A lot of people enjoy Big Bang Theory.
Yeah, they're not smart people.
Wow.
Actually, you want to speak of really terrible shows? Fucking, have you ever watched that Cobra Kai bullshit?
I have not.
It's fucking bad. My wife was watching it. I was like, this is dog shit.
Yeah. I haven't seen it, so
don't waste your time.
Oh man!
Listen, the only reason that show maybe is watchable is Kaylee Cuoco, whatever her name is. Besides that, the rest of that show is just fucking god awful. When I have to watch 15 minutes of it, when I tune into Dynamite too early, I want to kill myself every time.
All right, gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen,
that's the end of this show.
We appreciate you joining us tonight for the AEW Dynamite post show. As usual, I will be live tomorrow on the I-70 hot tag. We're going to have Midwest Zone Moses the Deliverer on there. Check that out. Going to be a good show. And then next week, the AEW Dynamite post show will be at the same time, same place, right here on twitch.tv/TRmedia1988. What?
Tony's getting the lube ready for when we finish.
Oh, it's my hand sanitizer.
Yeah. Him.
Sure.
It smells like Love Spell from fucking Victoria's Secret. Makes me remember when I was finger plowing chicks in fucking high school.
All right, guys. Appreciate you guys joining us tonight. As always, good fight. Good night.